Hello, I hope all is well. So has anyone seen those Reddit posts where it's like, I was today years old when I learned XYZ? Well, my kind of embarrassing example of that is, back in January I got 99 farming, and only after that did I learn about farming contracts. So for anyone else out there who is like me and did not know about this, farming contracts are in the farming guild, and you can get either easy, medium, or hard, requiring 45, 65, or 85 farming respectively. The farmer will ask you to grow something in the guild, and upon completion you will get either a tier 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 seed pack containing a variety of different seeds. So over the course of a couple months I did 300 hard farming contracts, trying to see how many seeds I could get, how much money I could generate from those. It did take a couple months to accumulate these, not playing super aggressively but kind of casually like I do most of the time. And I actually don't use RuneLite. I know I'm in the minority there, so I didn't have an easy way to count in the bank. So I just put a random item like every 5 rows, and that way I knew that each kind of section was 39, and when I added them up it was a total of 300. I did kind of want to go to 500, but I really was out of bank space. There was nowhere else to put these. I'm not the worst hoarder, but I do like to hoard a little bit of junk, and some of it I just couldn't part with. I ran into an issue here. The bank was completely full. I was hoping that as I opened the seed packs, it would kind of work itself out. That was not the case. I had to go dump some stuff. So I'm going to go through and kind of rapid fire open these. Yeah, so despite farming contracts being introduced into the game on January 10th, 2019, I was none the wiser. I don't know where I was, where my head was buried, but I did like to farm. I made a large portion of the money that I have in this game from farming, doing a lot of herb runs all the way to 99. I was too cheap to do trees. Maybe some of the cheaper fruit trees did plenty of papaya. Back in the day, the palm seeds were way too expensive for me. I was super disappointed when I saw the price. I had not looked at them in quite some time. They were down around 20 or so K. I seem to remember them being something like 100K for palms, and magic seeds being like 150K plus. I really thought I was going to make well in excess of 20 or 30 mil from doing this. You guys will see here in just a couple of minutes exactly how much profit I did end up with, or at least I should say revenue. I did not track all the seeds I bought. I did skip a couple of contracts, only things like redwood trees. So I would plant a redwood tree so that when I got assigned that, I would have one to harvest and get the reward for, but I was not about to wait 4+ days if I did not have one planted, or if I got 2 redwood assignments in quick succession. So that was pretty much the only skipping I did. I think I might have skipped dragon fruit tree a couple of times just because I figured that was going to be more expensive than any seeds I was going to get. I believe the dragon fruit tree seed was floating around 150K. Other than that, I did not do any skips. I constantly had a redwood, a celstrus, and usually a palm tree planted at all times, along with things like white berries and potato cactus. So the goal was you could go in there and finish your assignment, and then hopefully the next 1 or 2 or even 3 in a row, the things that you got assigned would be stuff you already had planted. I think my personal record was 4 or 5. But then again, this was done mostly on mobile throughout the day. It was nice to be able to log in for 4 or 5 minutes at a time, just kind of random parts of the day, and bust out sometimes 5 to 10 contracts on a really good day. Other days I wouldn't play at all, or maybe I would just log in to do one. Just been busy with work and family stuff, but also I've been really focused on my 10 HP Iron Man. I keep building it up. I've got another progress video kind of in the works right now, but every time I try to PK, it's just like a total disaster. Like, I want to get a PK video for that, but it's just not happening at this time. So I'm kind of focusing on that account, but still trying to play the main a little bit. All right, at this point I am majorly getting some carpal tunnel action going on here. This is not pleasant at all, opening these seed packs. Almost done though. I do not know how I used to do some of these really click intensive training methods when I was younger. I'm getting far too old for this now. On the plus side though, my son is 4 and he's very good with technology, as a lot of kids in his generation seem to be. So I would imagine I'm looking at a year, maybe 2 years tops before I've got myself a nice little agility / rune crafting slave. Maybe get him into a little bit of mining. I think he'll like that. I think think that could be mutually beneficial. So I will say it definitely took a lot of willpower to kind of have the patience to hold up 300 of these seed packs and not open them at 100 or 200. But I will say that I have developed quite a bit of patience in this game, kind of as evidenced by my 2+ years of managing Miscellania video. I can go ahead and link that in the description if you're interested in seeing that as well. Alright, that is about it. We are going to go ahead and get to the loot, but first, I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura, a company I really trust and can fully stand behind. I'll be honest, I was thrilled when they reached out and offered to sponsor a video because they have a great product. So many of us spend the lion's share of our days online surrounded by data brokers and identity thieves. Aura can identify data brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they make it super hard to do. Let Aura handle that for you. So identity theft is something that personally has always worried me, and that's why I love Aura's identity theft protection. So someone becomes the victim of identity fraud every 14 seconds, and what surprised me the most is that 35% of those victims are my fellow millennials. Help protect your online identity right now with Aura by signing up for a 14-day free trial using my link in the description below, aura.com/RunescapeStats. Thanks again to Aura for sponsoring this video. Alright, time for the loot. This is the best part. This is what I've been waiting for 3 months. I'm going to go ahead and break this up by kind of type of seeds, if you will. So starting out with the fruit tree seeds, and there is going to be about 4.1 mil coming in. So you can see the dragon fruit trees are super valuable, but the palm just is not what it used to be, and the papaya too. Even those used to be a solid 5 or 10k, and they're just a few hundred coins now. So that's a little bit disappointing, less than I thought it was going to be. This is going to be your regular trees coming in, about 1.8 mil, and you can see there it's mostly the magic seeds, and the U's are providing just about all the value there. There's 11 spirit seeds as well, which can be traded in for tier 5 seed packs, but I'm going to hold on to them for now. Herb seeds, got about 3 mil from those. And most of that value is coming from the Raynar and the Snapdragons. I think Cadentines are worth like 4 or 5k a piece. Toad Flax are maybe 2,000. But gosh, some of those herb seeds are just not what they used to be worth. That is a little bit disappointing. Also, I remember not that long ago paying like 80k plus for Snap seeds. So this would have been good to do a long time ago, I guess. And this one is actually surprisingly more than I thought. So this is just kind of any leftover seeds of value. Kind of your hardwoods, Celestrus, and the Snapegrass. So the Snapegrass are worth a lot more than I thought they were. So that was actually pleasantly surprising. And this is just everything else, all the seeds that are worth like 1 GP or 10 GP, stuff that I think most people drop, but I might try to sell it. I think the Wild Bloods are maybe the only thing that's worth more than like 10 coins here. But yeah, 66k from all that. So all in all, I got 12.2 mil. It's about 41k per seed pack. So that is probably about half of what it would have been prior to maybe Phantom Musfa being released. But, you know, it was still kind of fun. It was fairly passive. It was only probably 10-15 minutes a day over that time period. So thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Make sure to check out the Aura link in the description, and I will see you in the next one.